everyone, it's Todd here from Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. This week, it's our 200th episode spectacular. Join us today as we show you how to make 3 separate, fun, quick, easy, simple New Year's Eve appetizers, only on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. Fox Hallow Fam, I'm Todd.
And I'm Dave.
And welcome to Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. This week marks our 200th episode spectacular. Funny how time flies.
It does.
This week we thought we'd go all out and show you 3 fun, simple recipes for New Year's Eve appetizers. Part 1, I show you how to make mac and cheese bites just straight from scratch. Part 2,
we're going to make potato cheesy ranch croquettes in the oven.
They sound awesome.
They are awesome.
And then part 3, we're going to bring it on home with some great bacon wrapped jalapenos. They're simple
and easy
and so good. So as we always say for the last 199 episodes, let's have some fun. Okay, first off, we're going to go ahead and shred a pound of sharp cheddar cheese here. We're actually going to use this for all 3 of our recipes here today. So yeah, this is what we're just going to go ahead and start off with. It's actually shredding very nicely here today, so this is a good sign. And hopefully not like any other episode from Fox Hallow of the past 199, we don't have anything flying here today, so. Because usually, and Dave can agree with me on this, we usually end up having some sort of product flying halfway across the kitchen, so. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shred this, and then I also have half a pound of pepper jack cheese, which we're also going to shred also. Okay, now that we've got our cheese shredded, we're going to go ahead and boil a half box of macaroni. You just basically just want to follow your instructions due to what it says on the box, and just rinse and let it cool. Okay, now that we've got our macaroni cooked, we're going to go ahead and on medium heat we're going to melt 1 tablespoon of butter. Get it going here a little bit. And then once that's melted, we're going to add to it a tablespoon of flour. And we're just going to whisk that together until it's good and combined. Now that we've added our tablespoon of flour, we're just going to whisk this together here for a minute. Okay, now that we've got that mixed together well, we're going to add 1 1/4 cups of milk, excuse me there, and whisk that together. Alright guys, now that our milk is thick and bubbly here, we're going to go ahead and turn our heat down to low, and then we're going to add our pepper jack cheese from before to the mix. Try to get all that cheesy goodness out of there. And then half of our shredded cheddar cheese from before. And we're just going to take our spoon here and mix this together here. Alright, I think that looks good and melty here. So with that being said, we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And we're just going to mix that in. Look pretty good, Dave?
Yeah, it looks great.
Alright, Now that we've got our cheese sauce made, we're just going to go ahead and pour it into our macaroni here. Trying to get all the cheesy goodness out of here. Because, I mean, you really can't go wrong with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with a cheese like pepper jack, it adds that little bit of oomph to anything, so... Okay, I think that looks pretty good here. We're going to go ahead and mix this together, and then we're going to put this in a container and let it sit in the refrigerator for 2 hours. Alright, it's been 2 hours, so let's go ahead and get our mac and cheese bites, starting to get them assembled. I'm going to go ahead and take our trusty cookie scoop here and get roughly about a 2-inch ball. And we're just going to place it on our parchment paper here. And after this, we're going to roll them in some flour, breadcrumbs, panko. What all do we have, Dave?
Flour, then egg, then panko crumbs.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do it.
Next, for our mac and cheese balls, we're going to take one of them and we're going to roll them in flour. Very carefully here so they don't fall apart. Dip them in egg.
They were pretty hard whenever I was scooping them out.
They're pretty solid, so that's good. And then we're going to dip them in panko crumbs to finish them off. And just set them right back on the parchment. And just keep doing that.
Yeah, they're definitely ooey and gooey and...
Oh, definitely.
Definitely cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Get the excess egg off whenever you dip these. And then the crumbs.
And one thing I definitely have enjoyed over the past 199 episodes is being able to share this stuff with our friends and family.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I think the first time we ever made the red velvet gobs, my mom raved over them.
Oh yeah, the red velvet gobs are good. That's a good recipe.
What about you? What's been your biggest thing with?
Like you said, being able to share this with everyone, and we've learned a lot. I think over the last 2 years or last 3 years, it's been.
Yeah, funny how time flies. Huh?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot about baking and cooking and
what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
The candy cane cookies.
No, those did not work out.
So
that was a failed recipe.
So yeah, go ahead and get those coated, and then we'll share about what they look like whenever they're done.
Yep, we'll do it.
Alright, our deep fryer is heated up, so we're going to go ahead and take our slotted spoon here, and work probably about 2 or 3 at a time here, and just fry these off gently until they're golden brown.
To make our cheesy ranch croquettes, the first thing I need to do is I have a packet of ranch dressing here, dressing mix, and I need to set aside 1 tablespoon of it. That's 3 teaspoons. I'm just going to mark out 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to set that aside until later. Next, I have about 2 pounds of boiled potatoes, russet potatoes in this case, 4 cups, about 2 pounds. And to that I'm going to add 3/4 cup of our shredded cheese that we made earlier, 3 tablespoons of softened butter, and the remainder of our ranch dressing mix. And we're going to mash these potatoes. Just going to mash them all together. Okay, once these are mashed together, I'm going to let my potatoes cool a little bit before we move on. While my potatoes are cooling down, I'm going to take 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs, and to that I'm going to add the ranch dressing mix that I saved, 1 tablespoon, and we're just going to mix these together just until it's completely mixed. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take my cookie scoop right here, and we're going to scoop out about 1.5 tablespoons of these potatoes and roll them into little balls. And once I got them rolled, I'm going to press them into breadcrumbs with our ranch dressing mix, and then press them on here and press them a little bit flat. And we're just going to keep doing that. Okay, looks like I ran out of room on my tray. I'm going to start another tray and get these finished. Okay, the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to take a little bit of cooking oil and we're going to gently baste the sides of these, both sides, with a little bit of oil. And what that'll do is it'll let them fry in the oven and get nice and crispy. So we just want to go over these very gently with a little bit of oil. Now I'm going to flip them all over and do the other side. Alright, then we are going to bake these at 400 degrees for 9 to 10 minutes on one side, and then flip them over and bake them for another 8 to 9 minutes, and hopefully they'll be nice and crispy when that happens.
Now for our bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers, we're going to go ahead and I have a dozen of the jalapeno peppers here. You're going to go ahead and cut your pepper lengthwise, trying to keep the stem together, but you're going to eventually end up coring the seeds out because you're going to be stuffing it with some really good cream cheese and sharp cheddar cheese then. Mm-hmm. And I've made these countless times before, and they are thebomb.com, so...
Oh, yeah.
For anybody who is watching, write in the comments what your favorite New Year's Eve appetizer is, and Dave and I may have some sort of surprise giveaway for you.
Maybe.
Yep. Not going to say what it is, but we'll definitely have something. So let us know in the comments. And then hit this one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and core these out, and then next up, Dave's going to show you how to do the cream cheese and cheddar cheese filling.
Alright, so now we're going to make our filling for the jalapenos. I'm making a double batch because these are really big jalapenos, and there's actually 13 of them I miscounted. So we're going to make a little bit extra, but normally you would use a 1/2 cup of cream cheese.
That great United Education, you know, I think.
Yes, yes. I'm going to put the whole thing in. And it's okay to eyeball it. This is not like rocket science. It doesn't have to be perfectly measured. And then I'm going to put in here about a cup of the grated cheese. That's about what we have left. Just throw it all in there. And there you go. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this together. The hand mixer seems to work pretty good for this.
As I've said before, there isn't. It isn't a Fox Hallow episode without technical difficulties.
We're just going to mix this together. And that looks pretty good.
Nice shirt you got on there, Dave.
Yes, you like it? Okay, now comes the fun part. What we're going to do is we're going to stuff our peppers with our cream cheese and cheddar cheese filling. And we're going to use a spatula to do this. And what we're going to do is take, remember we said to keep the two halves together. So here I have two halves that match up. And we're just going to put a little bit in here. Helps to have a spatula.
You got a little more control with it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
As many times as I've made this, this is what, like my third time?
This will be third or fourth time that we've made these. Just want to fill them level on each side. Smush it in there really good. And then we're going to put the two halves back together.
Okay.
And smash them together.
Yeah, this is actually a really kind of therapeutic, I think.
Yeah, they stick together pretty well, so we're just going to keep going with that. You're looking at me. So we're going to put these two, get these all messed up here. We'll get these all mushed together. My hands are getting a little dirty, but...
And unfortunately, we didn't have any gloves, but we do stress, especially with working with any type of pepper, wear gloves.
Yeah, wear gloves and...
Unfortunately, I don't get free boxes of gloves anymore from my job, so, you know.
Yeah. Just going to keep going here.
Okay.
Till we get them all filled, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm going to come in and I'm going to wrap them with bacon.
Yes, bacon makes everything better.
Indeedy do.
Well, I'm glad that I made double, because these jalapenos are huge inside. So I made twice the amount of filling, and it's just about the right amount.
Well, that's awesome. They look great. Making you hungry yet?
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting hungry here. Just the cheese helps them stay together, but we're also going to put a toothpick through them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To keep them baking.
Yeah, especially with the bacon.
Want everything to hold together while it's baking.
Baking and with bacon.
Bacon.
Ha!
Ha ha.
But yes, back to your green Fox Hallow shirt.
Yes.
I think honestly that's one of my favorite ones we've had made up.
Yes, it is my favorite too. So, alright.
We had them made up for the Money Man competition back.
We did.
So.
Okay, we are ready to put the bacon on.
Alright, let's make some bacon there. They say bacon makes everything better, so let's go ahead and wrap these in some bacon. Gonna go ahead and take our bacon here. It's sticking. And just kind of work your way around with it. And then stick your toothpick in. And boom. Just keep doing the same thing. And then we're going to put these in the oven At 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. You'll be able to tell whenever they're done then. And now it's time for our favorite part.
The taste test.
So, let me see how we did with the range croquettes here. Very yummy.
Very tasty.
Very cheesy, very ranchy.
Okay.
Yummy.
Let me try one of the mac and cheese balls. Those are really, really good. Gotta love the mac and cheese. Awesome.
And last, but certainly not least,
We gotta try jalapeno poppers.
yes. Good crispy bacon.
Yep, terrific.
Nice and cheesy. Not too spicy. You guys are gonna love it. Wrapping up today, we want to thank you again for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before we go, always remember, it's good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. We'll see y'all soon. If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.